Hello, good evening and welcome back. Another week gone by and it's only 1 week to Christmas. So this evening, oh look at my hair. Excuse my hair, standing up on end. I've been very poorly this last week, full of cold. I'm still a little bit husky, a little bit out of breath, but hey, we're getting there. So tonight I thought, because it's only a week to go, who's still wrapping their Christmas presents? So I thought that we might have a go at doing some very, very quick gift bags because they always come in handy. So I'm just waiting for somebody just to come in. Things are flashing up around there, just making sure we're okay and good to go. And I'm going to get you down onto the table. Somebody will come in very shortly, I'm sure, and join me and just confirm I'm in the right place and you can see my hands. A little bit further away from the camera tonight because I have, just moving that slightly, because I have a bigger board to get in just to show you. So hopefully we've got, oh, there we go. Excellent. Thanks, Lynette. You're my safety net, aren't you? So I know where I am. So I'm going to start off by doing a little bag. We'll start small and then we'll go big. Okay, so I'm going to take a sheet of paper and just cut that in half. And we're going to make a little tiny one on here. Now I am used to using this. When we get to the bigger one, I'm going to show you on the other scoring board. So this is going to be a little tiny little gift bag. So what I'm going to do here, I haven't done one yet this year myself. I'm just going to do this from memory. So you can do this at different widths and different variations. So I'm going to go here first with making it as big as I think I can. I'm going to go at 4 1/4. Okay, we're going to need this arm out, aren't we? Oh, okay, so you can see me just about in there. Let me zoom you a little tiny bit in. There you go, it kind of fills the screen. So 4 1/4. Then we're going to go, we want 1 1/2 in the gully, so in the gusset. So we're going to go 5 3/4. And then we want this panel again. So we've got another 4 1/4. So that's going to be, I think it's going to be 7. Let's make sure. So we want another, we've done the gully. Oh, 4 1/4 from here. Let's do it this way. Look, 4 1/4 and go on there. And then we'll end up with 1 1/2 from this end. 1 1/2 is there. Pop that along, and then it leaves us not cut. There you go. Make sure you are only scoring on these. So we have a 4 1/4, 1 1/2, 4 1/4, 1 1/2, and then we get a little bit left over for scoring on. Okay, so then this end, I'm going to take this as being 1 1/2 again. Now, it doesn't matter which way up. There is no one direction on this paper. It's kind of like all over. The gingerbread man is standing that way and that way. So there is no right or wrong. So we're going to make the bottom of this 1 1/2. Okay, just to keep the numbers easy for you. In fact, let's make it 1 because then that become, no, we'll keep it 1 1/2. So you'll see why when I show you these, and I'm going to do the same on Wednesday. I'm going to do something a little bit different on Wednesday. So we've got 1 1/2 here, which is going to be the bottom of the box. This is going to be the top. If you want to have a little lip on this, you can, but because it's a short box. Hi Mary, hi Nancy. You like making bags, Nancy? Yes, absolutely. I haven't muscled in on these yet. As I said, I've been poorly this week. I'm at the last minute stage. We're frantically rushing through and I thought, right, gift bags tonight. So we've got these panels here at 4 1/4, 1 1/2, 4 1/4, 1 1/2, a bit for the glue. I'm going to leave this one open because it's a very small box, or bag, should I say. So I'm going to score all of these, burnish all of these edges. If you're wondering where this paper is from, I will show you in a sec. This was a host, well, it still is, as far as I know, it's still available, unless it's sold out. It's a hostess set. So by holding a party, a workshop, a gathering, or collecting orders from your crafty friends, then you can actually earn this paper bumper bundle for free. Okay. Hi Angela, good morning, evening. Yes, I am on the mend, definitely on the mend. I had, you can't really see me too distant on that little photo in the corner. I was giving Rudolph a run for his money and my cheeks are so red and so dry because my eyes were streaming, my nose was streaming, and wouldn't switch off the tap. So yeah, I was a little bit, I don't do ill. Those of you who know me know that I do not do ill. So when I'm bad, it's not good. Waste too much time. I mean, I've written off so much time this week just by not being able to concentrate, having a thick head, just a seasonal heavy cold. Head cold. So on here, what I'm doing on this smallest little panel here, I have just cut up to that bottom line. So this is my 1.5 score line along here. Okay, and I've just cut up on all of those little pieces. Now I do like to say, first of all, we'll cut the little one in the corner. We cut him out of the way. Okay, and get rid of him. Okay. You haven't got, oh Mary, I'm so pleased you're with me. I've not, family ones, Pete, I've got nothing. Hubby's birthday's on Christmas Day. I've not made his card yet. This paper is fabulous. It is, like I said, the hostess one. So whenever I make bags or boxes, you will see me tuck these flaps out of the way so that you know which are the big sections. Okay. Hi, Susie. So I'm going to take these bigger ones because I can do it in one cut. So this, I don't need my glasses down now, do I? So this is my tab, and this is where we're going to glue. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to taper this very, very slightly, and I mean just a small little taper from inside into that corner. Okay, and I'll do the same this side. So just tapered that. And as I've said before, I heard somebody once refer to this as a flower pot, because it's tapered like a flower pot. Instead of being a square box, it's straight up into that corner and straight up into that corner. Okay, so they tiny little pieces taken out, and that's all we need along there. So this is going to be your end here. I'll do one with tape, and I'll do some. In fact, I'll get the tape out ready, but I'm going to do this one with Tombow because it's only a smaller area, and I literally whiz that down there, just do little circles. Because it's all symmetrical, it doesn't matter where you fold this. You can have it on that crease or on this. Yeah, basically on that one. Or this one's going to come over and match that one. Because everything's symmetrical, you will have this all lined up nicely. Okay, so we're going to do like so. And then we have a little box. Okay, so this is the bottom end. And because we've tapered these, it's going to fit nice and square. These ones can be square because we want our box to end up square like so. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more because you seem to be a million miles away from me. Okay, so we'll put some glue on here. Now, I would say if you make boxes with designer series paper, they are predominantly for the lighter gifts. Okay, but there is a way that you can actually just get this down first, and then I will go through. There is a way you can actually strengthen the bottom if you need to. So I've just gone around those edges, and I'm going to fold that one over, making sure those edges are square. Then I'm turning it upside down. Now, anything you can grab beside you, I normally use my Tombow. I have oodles of Tombow sitting on my desk, so I just press down on the bottom there, just to make sure you adhere all those and that bonds nicely. Okay. Like I say, I've not done I normally do a latch over the top to strengthen it. I would do that on the next one, on the bigger one. Now, if you want to, you can pinch in these sides. You can just pinch them in and just grip that top. You do not need to score them because it's paper. You do not need to score them at all. And they will take on that little shape at the end there. Can you see that? So it's just kind of coming up, and you're just going to pinch that in. Now you can then punch some holes in here. I had an event on whenever it was, before I was poorly, beginning of the week, and I had all my current ribbons out, and my room is still upside down. I've not put anything away, so I'm just grabbing an old crocodile. Stampin' Up did do these in the grey ones. We used to have handheld punches like these. So all of this type of punches are now retired. That's got a reasonable hole in it. This one's got two different ones, a little one and a big one. If you have an office punch, what I call a standard office punch, are these. This is a single hole office punch. So I just pop this in here like so. I do like to, not OCD, excuse me a sec, just get me ruler. I'm not OCD, but I do tend to like to have even Stevens. If you're going to make lots of the same type of bag, I would recommend you cutting a strip here and making a little template that you can just draw around on your holes. So say you're going to make 10 of these, I would cut a template. So because we're working in inches, work to whatever distance you think you want your handles to be. You want to keep away from the edges. So I would say maybe, funny amount, but about 1 3/4, 1 1/4, and 1 1/4 in from each end. There you go. So that's where we're going. And then say with the office punch here, just to give you an idea that these will work fine. I go by a general rule of thumb is push it in as far as you can. Okay, the crocodile would be an exception to that because you've got a variant on here and you can tighten and you can adjust it accordingly. But an ordinary office hole punch, I put in, there's the dot, the white dot, punch that out and then come to the other side where that white dot is, push it in as far as I can and punch that out as well. Okay, so you don't need to have any fancy Stampin' Up, don't do these anymore, but you can easily get away with a hole punch. Just be careful if you have, excuse me, my lid's just fallen off. Be careful if you have a 2-hole punch, because when you come in to do these, you could find that the other end of it will clip here. It's hard to control one end of a two punch. Okay, but that's basically how we make our little bag. Now I did bring some ribbons over. She says this is a black one. These will probably be retired. So I'm going to take this through. It's entirely up to you how you would like to do this. You can make one handle, go in and out and loop that through and tie that over. So I'm going to come on this little bag, just going to come through the back. It'll become clear in a sec, and then back through to the front. I have a super little video for wrapping paper. I normally share this each year and I haven't shared it yet, but it's just reminded me to do this because I tie those bags like this. So there we go, we've got a nice little ribbon. It's threaded off the roll, it's gone through along the back and back at the front, so both my sides here are ready to tie. So I'm going to snip that off. Haven't got a gift in there yet, but all we will do is just probably tie it upside down, tie a little bow, okay, and a loop with it, a bunny ear there, around like tying your shoelaces when you're at school. Oh, and now. And then tie a nice little bow. Okay, now it is very light because it's just designer series paper. I'm not going to trim the ends yet until I have my gift in there and I've finished and played with it and put a little tag on there. But there's one little bag. Okay, for a smaller gift, maybe jewelry, just a little bracelet and earrings, anything like that would be great in there. So that's using a half sheet. I'm now going to jump across to my scoreboard and I'm going to take another piece out of that same designer series paper. This is a festive one. I mean, that whole pack is festive. It's brilliant papers. These are, you get a bumper, 48 sheets of each, so it's 12 designs, 4 sheets of each. So it's like 4 packs of paper. It's a brilliant pack, really colourful, autumn. You've got some pumpkins, you've got some fireworks, you've got all sorts going on in here. There's another one that would do nicely for Christmas, some stripes. So there's all sorts of things in there. So I'm going to do exactly the same measurements. So this is the scoreboard, and I've used the Christmas trees because it just seemed appropriate tonight. Okay, so I'm going to come along here. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to go to 4 1/4. Okay, down there. We're just stroking it gently because I'm going to use the finer one actually, because it is designer series paper. If you go down with a point, then you'll tear through the paper. Okay, then I want 1.5 inches on here. So I'm going to, 1 inch is 5 1/4, so I'm going to go 5 3/4. Hi Rhonda, yes, happy Christmas to you as well, my dear. So we're going to go to, we're 5 3/4, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4, so that's on the 10 inches. There's a little groove there, so just find the groove and stroke gently, and then we're going to go 1.5 on here. Oops. Just make sure it's in that groove. You need to press heavy enough, but not too heavy. And then I'm going to turn it round so that this is the bottom of the bag, and I'm going to do 1.5 on this one as well. So again, the gusset will be the same as the sides. Okay, so this snaps back in there. Long ago when this first came out, there's some little markers that you can actually clip in along here. I've lost most of mine, but you don't need to have those as long as you know what measurements you're doing. So again, we're going to burnish all of these edges. I'm just making exactly the same thing, just in a much taller version, and I've realised I haven't scored the top, so I'll come back and do that. On Wednesday, I'm going to do some with 6-inch papers and some double sheets, so some bigger, much bigger bags. So there's my bag. I just need to do that top bit. So however much you would like, we scored that here. Whatever you would like to have as a lip coming over at the top is what you will score at the top. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn it over from the other way and do the same again. So in effect, I've gone 1.5 inches on all of those, yeah, all of those edges. Okay, just find that groove and come across. Okay, clip that in there. Now, whereas the base is coming inwards, the top is going to go outwards because it's going to have a little bit of a decoration on there. So again, we're going to take out this little tiny corner piece. So these have been around for years. They are not new. They're just a really handy, quick way to do bags. I need my glasses down again, sorry, just to see where the edges of the score lines are. Okay, so we snip up to there. We snip up to here. And we're there. That's it. So tuck those flaps out of the way. Oh, did I miss one? I did. Can't see for looking. So we'll tuck those big flaps out of the way so we can't get confused and can't accidentally snip them. And we go into the corner and into the corner. And the same here. Into that corner and into that corner. Now these, I'll show you on Wednesday how you can vary the width of these really big time just by the dimensions. So where we've got 1.5 inches, you can go 2 inches, you can go 1 inch, you go 3 inches. When we get to the double sheets, we can go to 3 inches wide, which is what I'm planning for Wednesday. So here, this is now going to come around the outside of your box. So you just want to score these again, just burnish those creases. Because we've turned this back, it's going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, because it's going around the outside. And this last one here. Okay, and then this one. Because we are going to put tape here and bring this back together like so, I'm going to take away some of that bulk in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to taper this top layer. If you've got two and you're trying to stick them down, it just gets a little bit on the bulky side. So just come in there and taper that away. So you've only got half of it. There we go. And then that will just relieve some of that. So because this is a long stretch, as I said earlier, I'm going to use my tape on here. Just showing you two different versions. Oh, Marilyn, you're the same. Yeah, you've got it as well. Oh, bless you. Okay, I will catch up with you, my dear. I was going to try and get out tomorrow afternoon, but it might get over Thursday. It's just playing around with time. I'm in Dis tomorrow, so I was thinking I might just get over to Bury, but I've got a lot of drop-offs to do, so I think I might do some Thursday as well. Okay. I can always just do a doorstep, ring the bell and drop and run. Hope you will get better soon, my dear. I've had this since Monday night, and it was only yesterday I started feeling human, so it wasn't too bad. Long enough for me. So, as I've said, I've got the tape on here now. I've done my wings, so I've just folded those back. And because it's all symmetrical, if I line the top and I line those score lines up, you should find that that bag will all match up nicely. Okay. Then once I've got the he's fallen back inside me. So once you know that you're lined up and you've got your sides okay, that's when you can then hold it firmly and just remove your wings. Okay, and that will just stick that down there. So because I've got the ends here, I'm going to stick this down. It's entirely up to you whether you like... Tombo's not going to work now, is it? I don't tend to stick these flaps down all the way round. I just leave them, but I like to do the ends. Okay, so that's rounded, that's okay. Get rid of all the rubbish. And there we are, there's our bag. Very similar to before, much longer. So think what you could put in there, a men's tie perhaps. So we've got the four sides, nice and symmetrical. Okay. Just turn those over, and the Tombow will go on these two tabs. Okay, so I started to say about the gift wrapping, didn't I? I have a video for 30-second gift wrap. Any size gift, literally any size gift. This one I go around the outside edges to make sure that we catch everything. We want it nice and secure. And then going to turn that in. Make sure those edges are nice and square all the way around. And I use a ruler for this one. So because it's a taller bag, you can just go in there with a ruler. Just poke all those edges down to make sure it hits properly. Okay, and we don't have to do the nip in the sides if you don't want to. It's optional. You can just come in and punch out your spaces on here, which I did 1.5, didn't I? Or 1.25. So if I do 1.25 and mark that, just a little round dot so that you know where you're going, and 1.25 in from that end. And then it'll be the same on the other side because I'm going to push that punch in as far as I can. So a little circle there, and then a little circle on there. Oh, that didn't come out very well. It's on there. Oh, come on. There you go, don't dry up on me. There we go, I'll pop the lid back on so it stays good. You can use a pencil, a pen. If you're going to punch out the hole, you really aren't going to see it. So as long as you're confident you're going in the right place, there is my hole where that's going to go. And I'll just pop that one out. Find the hole, mark, there we go. That's 2. And then on the other side, do exactly the same. It's going to come in there. And you're going through 2 thicknesses, so you will get 2 layers punched out. There's my dot. And punch that out again. There we go. So the width of that punch is a good distance down from the top. So what else did I get out from there? I think the black actually would do again, wouldn't it? Wherever she put this. So here, not this one, because there's only that much left on the roll. So let's just find another piece just to set an alternative. This is lace. Oh dear. Now that's thrown me, hasn't it? It's not quite the same green, but this one was due. I thought there was more on that black roll. So on this one, we can do the same and wrap it through, but I think this one is more likely to be held as 2 handles. So if I cut 2 lengths, what length I would like to have that handle on there, like so perhaps. So cut that, cut 2 lengths. I have a drawer full of ribbon, like I said earlier. And I did take something, we had an event making some cork trees with a craft group, helping a friend out. They had lots of fun and they used up lots of the remnants of my ribbon for bows and decoration. So here it's a bit awkward to see, but inside I like to have a nice clean handle. Okay, now what I mean by clean is I like to have this neatly attached in the middle. So if you tie a knot, it's going to stick out. That's the easy way is to tie just a knot and pull it. But then that gets in the way because it sticks out like a little tuft here. You'll have a knot on the end, and with a narrow box it just gets in the way. So what I'm going to just do here is get a piece of the tear and tape and pop this between those 2 holes. I'll show you in a sec. It's just inside the bag, so it's not difficult. Okay, just between those 2 holes. So there we go, just inside there you can see the piece of ribbon, of tape, sorry. So if I peel the backing off that, okay, pop that in the bin. So this piece is going to come into the middle halfway, okay, and it's going to be nice and flat. And then this side I'm going to take the other end of my ribbon and come through, and I'm going to make sure that it's nice and flat, don't want twisted ribbon, and then I'm going to bring this up to that other piece here and just make that as a nice easy join in the middle. With the larger bag it's probably easier, okay, but you'll be able to see that inside. So can you see inside there? That's nice neat flat seal. Okay, I've pressed that down on there. You can run it over with your bone folder as well. Okay, just to anchor it down onto that tape, and there's one handle. Okay, nice and clean. And we'll just quickly do that with the other side. There we go, so take that away. It's coming in this way. I used to always do the knots and I just got fed up with them being so bulky. Okay, it also helps this way with fraying ends. So there's the first one stuck in. Nice flat piece of ribbon. Okay, in there. Turn that round and make sure that this is nice and flat. Okay, if you start off with the same lengths of ribbon, you should find that they should be the same at the end. The handles should be the same length. Okay, and there we go, in one bag ready to use. Okay, so it's got 2 handles on there, and this one's just been tied because it's smaller. Okay, like I say, you can tailor off these ends. It's going to bug me, so we'll just take a little piece off there. Okay, don't forget to keep all these little tiny pieces of ribbon. I have a jam jar and I will keep those in there. So you've got 2 different ways of doing that bag. Okay, if you want to and you want to get more elaborate, you can put some trim around here, a decorative border die you could stick over the edges. You can obviously make tags to hang down. Depends on what you're going to put in the gift as well, whether you want to have it pulled to and tight so people can't see in, but you could put something wrapped in tissue paper in there as well. Okay, so I hope you like those 2. I say on Wednesday I shall be back with using 2 sheets of paper, okay, to make bigger boxes, deeper boxes. So for the larger gift you'll have more space. It'll be 3 inches deep and a bigger bag. So that's what I'm planning on for Wednesday. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just see if there's any comments coming up there. Yeah, just Mary hasn't wrapped any gifts. You haven't put whether you're all up to date for Christmas. Are you all ready? Are you all finished? I've lost nearly a week, so I'm well behind, but I will be running round. Okay, let me just bring you back to me on here. Take that one off and bring you across. Hi, Karen. Nice to have you join us. Oh, bless. Thanks, Joy. We can catch up afterwards if you like. Yeah, just have a quick chat. I can tell which one's on YouTube and which ones are on Facebook by the colours of the greetings. Thanks, Angela. They are lovely bags. They are quick to do. If you've got a score tool or you've got your trimmer with the score blade in, you can rattle these out really quickly. And I will, before I go to bed, I'm going to post on here the link to the 30-second gift wrap with wrapping paper. It is absolutely foolproof. Couldn't believe it the first time I saw it. It's fabulous. It really is quick. And I've had a production line in here before and had the roll of paper between the crack in the table and then literally whizzing along, cutting it, and done. And it's just such a nice relief to get things done quickly. Okay. Oh, excellent. Lovely. Yes, you can, if you want to, yes, with the ribbon, you can hide it on that actual seam in the top there. Just a little bit more faff, but the idea of tonight was going to be quick ones, so that we're getting a bit late near to Christmas Eve to if you make them early. The other thing about these bags, just take your back down to the table actually quickly. If you didn't seal this, okay, on the bottom, and you left it just undone, all of this could be prepared beforehand and just put them in, I call them office Polly Pockets where you put in a ring binder, and you could have these all prepared and then just sellotape the bottoms together. So you could have all of this done with the tape down the side, ready to build, and pull the tape off, stick the bottom, and you're done. So yeah, they don't have to be bulky and get squished and squashed in a cupboard or a drawer. That works as well. Okay, so just a quick one there for you. Okay, you can see me a bit more with my cheeks. Look, my cheeks and Rudolph's nose has gone a little bit better. Anyway, wishing Marilyn all the best and anybody else who's suffering. You can hear my voice is still a bit chesty. So I will see you all on Wednesday with the larger bags, the deeper ones. Okay, so take care.